Welcome back, guys, to the Tatum Talks show, where good is the enemy of great. Guys, I'm here with my co-host, Buck Fitzgerald, man, from Orange Mound, Nashville, Cashville, Tennessee.
Orange Mound is Memphis, dog.
I'm sorry.
It's a rivalry a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Cashville, Tennessee, man. Young Buck used to say, man, what's going on, man? How you doing, bro?
Good, man. I'm good. Shout out to Orange Mound, though. Cedric Wilson, Andre Lott, Kevin Taylor.
Okay.
My guys, played ball with the University of Tennessee when we destroyed Kentucky. One time y'all almost got us, though. We're not going to talk about that one.
Hey, man, y'all cheaters. Man, we got cheated at that time.
In 2001?
Bro, we was up 21-0.
Y'all kept going cover zero, and Dante just cooked y'all.
Man, listen, I had a good game that game, too.
You did, but you was the only one. The rest of y'all DBs had a long game.
Terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah, y'all got Dante top 15.
Nah, yeah, he got paid that game.
Bombs over Baghdad,
yeah, he got paid that game. But no, I remember we was up 21-7 going into the half, and then Twos broke a long run. It would have been 28-7. And they called it back, though. They called it a ghost holding call.
The little receiver?
No, the running back broke one. It was a screen pass.
No, it was a receiver.
It was Abney.
Yeah, it was him.
Abney.
It was him. They called it back. Because the quarterback that dude was like the best guy I played against, maybe. Jared Lorenzo.
Yeah.
He was rough, but he scrambled out and dumped it down to the guy.
Yep. And they called it a ghost
like number 12
call.
or something like that.
Yeah, but that wasn't a holding call though on that play though, man. Because they listen, and we, and I know y'all was BCS bound. So we was like on a losing season, and us beating y'all, it would have lost a lot of money for y'all school and for the SEC.
But why y'all keep going cover zero then?
Man, listen, man. I went to DC, man. I went to DC.
Dog, what Dante had, like 200 yards?
Yeah, like 200 something, man. And it was all on because I was checking what is his name, Kelly Washington.
Yeah.
Because before the week he was talking about he the horse, and then I said, well, I'm checking the horse today, then, man. I'm checking the horse. He's like, you got to feed the horse or something like that. I remember he said that before the week.
Yeah.
So I got him all game. And he may have had one catch that game.
Dante went crazy. Shout out to my man Dante Stallworth, one of the realest, doing a lot of things, political analyst these days.
Oh yeah, no, he was a beast. He was like one of the first receivers that was built like he was really built like a running back.
Yeah,
like,
strong.
He wasn't like no regular long lanky. He was like a strong 205-pound man out there, and he had like 4.3 speed though too though. So
4.3, low 4.3.
Yeah, he was different. He was different, man. So yeah, man. Today, man, let's talk about this reclass stuff, man. Because people complain about it all the time. I see it, and it's really crazy when I be seeing these reclass kids in like AAU basketball, and they be like super big at 10 years old. Not really 10, they be 11 years old reclassing, and all the parents be complaining about it. And I think it's cheating a little bit, man. You reclassing it, man, at that age, man. What do you think about that, though?
So it's not cheating. Okay, so I'm not a big fan of reclassifying that early, although another topic, parents, if your kids are going to be any type of athletes, stop sending them to school at 3.5 and 4 years old and shit like that. That's the problem first off.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and I don't know what's going on with that, but it's like a huge problem with guys. You shouldn't be graduating high school, especially if you want to be in athletics, at 17 years old. Like, because you're putting your child at a disadvantage. The athlete is at a disadvantage when he's competing against guys who are, or girls who are 18, sometimes 19 depending on whatever their birthday runs. So, that's number one. So a kid, I don't want to, for youth sports, putting a kid back and trying to gain an edge, that's not what I'm thinking.
But that's what's happening though, Buck. That's what I mean. Like AAU basketball, man, it's gotten out of hand because when my son we playing against guys that like he plays up. So he's playing against guys 2 years older than him. They're supposed to be 1 year older than him. Like he in 6, he playing against like the worst thing is when they be like number 1 8th grade. I'm like, dude, 15 going on 16, bro. He 15 going on 16 in 8th grade playing against 12 or 13-year-old boys, man. Like, how's he getting better?
I agree with that. Again, it's two different stages. If you're doing that for youth and youth athletics and things like that before you get to high school, I don't like that because that should be your training grounds. You should be developing. You should be straining and fighting uphill a little bit, getting some adversity, understanding what it's like to play against bigger people, smaller people. you need all those experiences to be a well-rounded athlete. Now, where I disagree wholeheartedly is in high school. Again, if you are too young and that's your excuse why you're not dominating, why you're not getting on the field, why you're not getting offers, why you're not being recruited, why you're not ranked high, that's a you problem. You messed that up because you shouldn't be too young. In athletics today, especially football, you know this. Coaches want bigger, faster, stronger, older, more mature, ready to play right now. Right? Nobody has time. They don't want to develop. Most programs don't want to develop people. These coaches are on one-year contracts.
Yeah.
So if I'm a senior and I'm 17 years old, that's a failure on the parents.
Damn.
That's a fair because how much different would you be if you were 18? And so you don't have opportunities. All right. It's really setting up the next 40 years of your life. So if I could gain an advantage or really give my child or my athlete a chance, a fighting chance, I'm going to reclassify, and I'm the reclassify king. Nobody's had more kids to reclass in high school than me, and it's been ultra successful. We have 5-star guys, we have NFL guys, Adonai Mitchell, reclassify guy, and everybody, his parents were smart. Adonai was young, he had upside, all right? There was a different plane that he can put himself on if he was back another class. It helped him in recruiting. His development was unbelievable in that year he developed. And so he went into Georgia and dominated. He started much of the year at Georgia, and now he's a high draft pick. He was a high draft pick and started in the NFL because his parents and his support system, which I was a big part of, had the wisdom and the foresight to reclassify him back a class.
So okay, let me and parents debate with me about this all the time. All the time. Like they be like, so I got a friend that his son is a good athlete. He's good, man. I think he in 7th grade, but he's tiny. And I'm like, look, man, so you gonna bring this kid to a top flight school and he's tiny. Well, man, I don't believe in reclass, man. He gonna get what he gonna get regardless. I said, no, bro, you thinking about it differently, man. Like, your job as a parent is to make sure your son is set up for life. And if holding him back 1 year allows him to be more mature and develop, why wouldn't you do it?
Well, first of all, he screwed up on the front end. He no disrespect, but a lot of times, women want the kids to go to school early. Let's be honest.
No, for real.
And listen, and sometimes, and I understand where once it matriculates, to high school or even middle school, sometimes if they're smart, it is not the best thing in the world to reclass because, they're ahead in school and they're not being challenged.
That's what I always get though. That's what but that's what I'm saying. They always be like, well, he got all A's. So what?
So he gonna make all A's next year. Get over it. Stop being so dogmatic about stuff. Okay, he got all A's and he's getting his ass kicked on JV and he's a slappy. Or he can get bigger, faster, and stronger and have a damn chance. Take your pick. Discipline your child.
Yeah.
Okay. If I'm advanced, that's a good problem, people. I'm too smart for my grade. That's a good damn problem.
Great problem.
All right. Kick his ass, beat his ass, and don't get in trouble in school. That's all they're gonna do. If they get in trouble. All right, man, you're not getting in trouble. We're gonna discipline you. You're not gonna get in trouble. We're gonna give you some enrichment or whatever outside the classroom to challenge you. But those are good problems.
Yeah. So I got a guy, and I'm probably gonna invite him on the podcast too. I gotta call him, man. Fagans, in Alabama.
Yeah.
Like when we talking about. I had trained all his kids when they were like little 5th, 6th, 7th grade, right? And when he was doing that, everybody hated on him. Everybody said, that's stupid, that's dumb. Why you driving to Atlanta to train with somebody?
I remember that, yeah.
Why you reclassing your kids? That don't make sense. But guess what? All of them, Division I athletes.
That's it.
All of them. And the oldest one, this how I know it worked because going into his senior year, he had no offers. Going into his senior year, I'm talking about like his first offer was from Toledo. So he'd already been in school though.
Right. That's right. Yeah, he wouldn't even got that. Yeah.
So when he got a Toledo offer, picked up a few other offers. Now he's a college graduate. Now he's finished up his graduate degree at Auburn.
Yeah.
But that he was a pioneer, and then all his other young brothers, they all are D1 guys, and they all are reclass kids. And he's not afraid to talk about it. He's not afraid to defend it because it worked.
Most time it does. I hadn't been a part of a situation where it has not worked. Again, Adnan Mitchell was a stud his freshman year at Georgia. He was the transition that he made in the 6 months that he sat out in reclass. It was unbelievable. I couldn't believe what I was seeing when he went to Georgia. I couldn't believe the animal that he was.
But see, and what they don't understand, it's not even really a full year. It's really only 6 months.
It's really 6 months. That's why it's really 6 months. And he was an early enrollee,
right.
which allowed him to go through the strength and conditioning program and spring ball and get better. So when the season came, he was like a sophomore almost.
So let's really break this down, parents, so y'all can understand what we're talking about. So I am class of 2024. Okay. Normally, when I'm in 2024, I'm gonna come to school in June. Okay, in June after I graduate from high school in May or June, so I enroll in June. Okay, probably 99% of freshmen are gonna they're gonna redshirt. Like I mean,
or struggle to break the starting line.
Like it's only gonna be a few freshmen. 20 or 30 of them that's really gonna make an impact as freshmen. All right, it's not gonna be a lot of them. All right, so your son was likely gonna be one of those kids that's gonna redshirt because you're just not physically ready. So now I decide, no, I'm gonna reclass my son, and what happens is I'm gonna go to school in January though.
Right.
So I'm a year younger. I'm same age your son, but I'm still in school. I go to school in January. So then when June comes and those people in my class, 2025 class, come in June, I've already had a semester of work in the weight room. I'm already in the college classroom. I'm already have went through spring ball. Mm-hmm. So the chances of me playing are way, way more than the other people in my class that are coming to school in June.
Right.
Like, that's the big difference, guys.
Yeah.
And also, you're getting recruited. You're getting bigger offers. You're getting more offers.
You get a bump in recruiting. Get a bump in recruiting.
And now with the NIL, it's really worth money to you. That's the thing about it. It's worth money to you because, let's say, if you didn't reclass and you went to a mid-major school and they just gave you an offer, and you're happy. You're D1. But if you did reclass, you went to a Power 5 school and they give you $100,000 a year. Right. Whether you pan out or not, whether it work out or not, you got a $400,000 head start.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think when parents start to really look at it, and if your son isn't one of those like it was killing me, the kid at Ohio State in Williams, now people talking about reclassing up. I'm like, listen.
Yo.
Come on.
That's one in a million kids, literally. Like, nobody, again, football, that's not how this works. All right. Let me put some parameters around really who should reclassify. That's the other thing, because I've also told kids, no, you shouldn't reclassify. Here's what I look at. Age-wise, is a kid too young? Meaning, by age, would he be able to participate in high school athletics if he was in high school another year?
Okay.
If the answer is yes. So say he's 17 years old. If he had another year, age-wise, he'd be 18 years old. He'd still be eligible.
Right.
Which means you're probably too young.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
So you're too young. All right. You have upside. All right. So if a kid is 5'7" and he's 17 years old, and his parents are small, he's probably going to be 5'7". Yeah. He's a productive guy. He is what he is.
He's what he is. Yeah,
you shouldn't reclassify. Go ahead and get what you, because it's going to be the same thing you're going to get next year. All right. So, but if you could say, okay, man, if this kid had another year of development, man, he's going to be this, right? And so you can see predict the tangible growth in 1 year if that kid had an extra year. or is he going to run out of time and he's going to keep developing when it's too late? Then you screwed up. You're still growing, getting bigger, faster, and stronger because you're too young. The parents screwed that up. The parents screwed that up. You messed that up. If your child graduated at 17 years old and didn't have the opportunities he's supposed to have, that's on you.
Yeah.
You screwed up. Don't blame it on nobody else. Don't say the coach. The parents screwed up 100% of the time right there. Because you didn't give that kid a fighting chance. His natural development, his growth from 17 to 18 years old is crazy. If I was, think about yourself. My dad put me back when I was like in the 7th grade or something like that. Okay.
Oh, you reclassed?
Yeah. So I think about this. When after my junior year, I was this, and after my senior year, I was this, because I was kind of like, I got a good birthday, so I can go either way.
So when you get your offers?
Man, we played in the black and white era, but it was like I guess my sophomore, junior year, something like that.
Junior year, right?
Yeah. So
but you'd have been graduated.
I'd have been out. It was a difference between, I went SEC. It was a difference between being a 1AA back then and being an SEC. I was a different monster.
Yeah.
My senior, I had like 11 interceptions.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We won the state championship. I was I was a different guy than I was that one year. But I would have been too young though if he didn't put me back.
Hold on. So
I graduated at 18 years old.
What's your birthday?
September 23rd.
Okay. So you on that cups.
That's right.
So you got June, July, August, and then that early September is like, oh.
That's right. And so I kind of went, and so they put me. So I ended up, when I went to high school, I ended up turning 18 during my senior year. I graduated at 18, which is a good year. A lot of people I played against graduated 19. Play at 19.
Yeah, for sure.
And they got an advantage.
For sure, a bit major advantage.
So I don't understand, like, if they have an advantage, how are people mad at that? You're an idiot.
No.
If you're mad at that, you are an idiot, and you need to, like, because you're trying to put some morality clauses on this because that kid is dominating your son. That's on you.
Hey man, it ain't no, man. Listen, y'all. This is like, it goes back to this though. But what they got to understand is, man, this is a business.
It's a business.
All right, like
results based business.
It's all it's about. We keep thinking about I'll say rec ball when everybody get a trophy.
Yeah,
when it's all supposed to be fair. Like in Cleveland, it's a like, and I think it's bad how they did it. It's a weight limit on the grade, so it's all fair. Meaning like your team can't be that much bigger than my team because the weight limit is this, right. And that's not really good though, because it's a disadvantage for me. Like I'm a big kid. Like I was 12 years old. 5'5", 130. The weight limit was 120. Mm-hmm. So I should have been able to play 12 years old because I'm 12, but I had to play up with 13, 14.
Yeah, so I like it better when they don't allow the kid above the weight limit to run the ball. You should not be able to play.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, it ain't like, life ain't fair though. Like it really, like life is not fair, and you're playing.
But that's a safety issue though.
Yeah.
And I get that. But
okay.
at high school,
at that age though.
Yeah. But what I'm talking about at high school.
Yeah. So, but what I'm saying is, like I said, it ain't fair where people are thinking from a morality like that's cheating or that ain't fair that they reclass or they be like, he good but he a reclass. Who gives a damn? Like, who gives a damn?
Is he the right age? Is he 20 or is he 17 or is he 18? If he's the right age and he has all his grades and all his qualifications taken care of, he's legal. They put their son in a better situation. You didn't. That's on you.
You know what? And I can tell people right now, y'all, I have had kids in my program reclass, right? And I can honestly say it is never, this is oxymoron, it has never not worked out.
I say that all the time.
Yeah. It has never not worked out.
Yeah.
Like never. Like I've never had somebody reclass and be like, Coach, man, I wish I wouldn't reclass. Never.
It's never not. It's never not worked
Never.
out.
But I've had plenty kids, plenty parents say, man, my son needed one more year to develop, or my son wasn't developing. Because y'all, like, I did this a podcast a while ago, and I said, high school is 2 years. Like, what do you mean? High school 2 years. Let me explain to y'all. Look. Here's the average high school cycle. You come into high school at a good school, okay, and you play freshman football, okay. Your second year, You play a little bit of varsity. You know, you might start, but you probably play a little bit of varsity because I'm talking about a good school. And then your junior year, you start, and then now your senior year, you're gonna start again.
Yeah.
Now, your senior year don't matter as much no more though.
It don't. It should be damn near over.
It's over because now, if I looked at this year, because I wanted to make sure I was correct. Georgia, Ohio State, Florida, Alabama, Clemson, they all had 20 or more commitments before August.
Yes, before the season.
Before the season.
Meaning those kids' seniors tape
don't matter.
Don't matter unless it's really bad.
Yeah, like they've already committed. Like they
can't help themselves.
Yeah, they can't help themselves anymore. Like they've already committed. So if you're waiting to your senior year to get tape, it might be too late to go to certain schools unless your size is unbelievable and you have an unbelievable year. But it's not like it used to be. So that's why I tell people you got to get it early. So what happens is if you reclass, you sped up your recruiting cycle 1 full year.
Right.
Because guess what? Now you come in.
You mean reclass up, right?
No, reclass
back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You speed your recruiting class and you speed your cycle up 1 year because okay. So normally my freshman year, I'm gonna play freshman football because my body isn't ready to play varsity. And then my sophomore year I play varsity because my body is ready. No, I'm coming in already, body ready. So my freshman year, I'm not playing freshman football now. I'm already playing varsity. I'm not starting as a freshman, no, but I'm playing. And then the next year, which normally if I didn't reclass would have been my junior year, I'm a sophomore and I'm starting as a sophomore. Right. So now my recruiting, now I'm getting offers as a sophomore. Now my NIL is starting to kick in. So my junior year, I have another good year. I'm done. You see what I'm saying? So like that's the whole thing of reclassing where I tell people like it works. Listen, I didn't agree with reclassing until I moved down here to Georgia. Like 'cause in Ohio, it was kind of taboo. And my guy prior, his son ended up being a 4-star, like number 2 safety in the country between 17 class. And I was like, man, that's cheating. He like Derrick, man, let me school you real quick, man. Let me tell you. So you think it's cheating? I am setting my son up for life.
That's it.
And I was like, explain to me. He said, well, let me say. You said, listen. He said, my son reclassing, and we gonna get ahead, and then he gonna leave the school, go to school early, but he gonna go to school with college credits, and then he gonna graduate early, and he gonna have a degree in 2.5 or 3 years. Well, fast forward, rewind. His son was the number 2 safety in the country, went to Ohio State, graduated in 2.5 years. Mm-hmm. He played a little bit his freshman year. He got hurt his sophomore year. Ohio State next man up. Yeah, so he never got a spot back. Transferred to Notre Dame, and Cal Hampton show up. So he was slated to start.
Yeah.
And then Cal Hampton show up. And now, guys, Cal Hampton is a Hall of Famer, y'all. Y'all know, I mean, he's only been in the league 3 years.
He's like that.
He's a Hall of Famer, y'all. Yeah. So he in high school he was like that.
Yeah.
But guess what? He got a degree from Notre Dame though.
That's right.
And he got a shot at the NFL. So now the kid is making 6 figures at 24 years old. So he won he won the race.
Yes. Yeah. You got listen, man, in my program we have probably 20 class of 28 kids, which means we have 20 freshmen with offers.
20?
20. So it's
and how many are reclass?
Probably 60% of them. We got like 30 class of 27s, probably 50 to 60%. At some point, they were reclassed. And so, and we have a bunch of guys who are ultra successful in college right now in the NFL, and that was a big factor. I mean, that was the deciding factor, really, because it gave them, all it does is allow your natural progression to take course. They were going to be 6 foot whatever. They had to get there. They were going to be 190 pounds. They had to get there. They were going to run a 4.4. They had to get there before it was too late. So I always tell people, you know what? If time is the reason that your son or daughter won't make it, you know what you need to do? Buy time.
Buy some time. And that's how you buy time.
You buy everything else you need.
Yeah.
You buy milk, you buy water, you
that's
buy
the game.
everything.
That's game.
Your child
You gotta buy
needs
time.
time to get a $250,000 scholarship or a $300,000 NIL deal, and all he needs is time.
Buy time.
Don't be an idiot. Stop listening to people. Stop worried about what people think.
Don't worry
Buy
about
time. Because the problem is, the reason why people don't reclassify, they worry about what their parents worry about what other parents and their peers think. Oh, he's going to think this. He's going to think this. Wealthy people for generations have been taking post-grad years. Yeah. Some go to Europe for a year.
Yeah.
Some travel abroad before they go to college. Yeah. But us, dumb football people say, no, football man says you do this and you do that, and no, we can't look side to side. We can't think outside the box. You have to think outside the box because the competition is too fierce right now. The stakes are so high right now. So any advantage that you can get, you need to discover and investigate those advantages, and then you need to leverage those advantages for your child.
I mean, think about it, y'all. Like, and it goes back to, if I'm a college coach and I'm recruiting and I can go on my computer, look at this portal, and I can get a 20-year-old, 21-year-old that's, they was a 4-star, was a 3-star at a big time school, or I can recruit the 17-year-old who's not as developed, not ready to go. I got 1 year left on my deal. Where I'm going with the older kid.
That's it. 100% of the time. You're a fool if you don't.
I'm going. So, like, why not have your son already older and more mature and his body ready to go? So now you have that advantage. Like, man, listen, y'all, it's all about leverage, man. Like, you want the leverage to be on in your end. Like I just don't. That's why I don't complain about kids that reclass, even in basketball, even though it's not fair. But I'm like, it is fair because it is what it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you got to set yourself up for high school and college. And you can't. Here's the thing. Again, the competition. There's a bunch of good players. Like everywhere. Everywhere. Every town, every state, everywhere. So you can't have buts. Like, and I hear this all the time. Hey, man, your son needs to be, he plays this position. The measurables say he needs to be this. But Buck, he's a great student. Who gives a shit? Well, Buck, he makes straight A's. I don't give a shit. That's great. That'll help once he is 6 foot. Once he's this,
ain't nobody filling 80,000 stand to take a test, bro.
To see the honor roll.
Hey, man, listen, y'all. So parents, man, like, and here's what parents tell me: I'm academics first. I'm like, me too, but I'm athletics first too now.
Yeah.
Because let me tell y'all how much a athletic scholarship is worth. Like, so academic scholarship is worth, it's great, but a athletic scholarship, it's a whole different ballgame.
Well, I put it to you like this: you academics first, right? I'm academics first for my kids.
Yeah.
I want my son to go to Harvard.
Yeah.
All right. I want my son to go to Princeton, right? That's my dream for my son. Okay. How is he going to do that? You think getting that 4.0 at your little punk ass school is going to get him to Harvard? It's a thing called admissions, and their admissions rates are very low. So what distinguishes your child from the next? Athletics. Because he's a good football player. Yeah. And because he's a good football player, the coaches will get his transcript.
That's real.
They'll walk it right down to admissions, and they say, hey, Harvard admissions, we need Derrick Tatum to get into
4.0
this
GPA
great institution to go play football for us. And by the way, he has a 4.0 and can get in. And by the way, he's going to come here and be a wonderful student athlete and going to be a part of the culture of the school. So that is what we want. All right, that's a distinguishing factor. So you better be good at sports.
That's a fact, man. You know what? I got a friend, and daughter got great grades, man. Great grades, 3.85 GPA. All right. Now, on the outside, that is great. Like if you say 3.8 GPA, everybody gonna say, "Wow, your daughter is smart, right?" She applied to UGA. The average GPA is 4.2.
That's right.
She applied to Cal. The average GPA is 4.3.
Yes.
She applied to this other school. So, like, you're not even in the upper echelon of applicants at all the major universities with 3.8 GPA. Yeah. Like now, playing sports, if she would have played sports and she quit playing sports, if she'd have played sports, she'd have got a full scholarship to most of those schools.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the difference.
That's the difference.
That's the difference.
That's the difference. I'll tell you another like misconception. Like, so your number is your number. So all these things we're telling you, the moral of the story is you have to be at a certain standard to go play at Georgia or to go play at Samford or to go play at whatever the school is. That, depending on the school, that standard changes. All right. But nobody cares about the other things except the standard. So another thing with academics, I hear this all the time. All right, what's your GPA? We have a standard. In my program, it should be at least a 3.5 and at least a 25 on the ACT. Yep. Well, Buck, my son, he has a 3.1. That's not good enough. Well, he goes to this prestigious school.
Nobody cares.
No, I'm like, yo, your number is your number. Listen, you need to go to the public school where you can make a 4.0 because your number is your number. You're competing with all these wonderful students from wonderful schools across the country, and they have 4.0s.
Hey, guys, I'm going to end on that one, guys. I'm telling y'all, we're going to end the next show. You better tune in. We're going to talk about, does the school matter where you go to get a scholarship? Is it a big school? Is it a small school? Is it a private school? Is it a public school? Next show, tune in, guys. This is the Tatum Talks show with Buck Fitzgerald and Derrick Tatum, where good is the enemy of great.